I'm going to show you how to make a Model Magic Calavera or sugar skull. And these are just some things that I had around my house. This is a mask. So basically it's a human skull, or it could be a pet. But for this assignment, it is some kind of face, skull face, and it's decorated. So I'm going to show you how you can do that using Model Magic. And I also use Sharpies, but you can think of some other things that you might want to add to your project. So I'm going to set these aside. So the Model Magic I use just a chunk of plain white. And if you have some other colors, you don't really need very much. Like, this is a lot. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take my white clay. I'm just going to play with it a little bit and warm it up and squish it. And what I love about Model Magic, it doesn't stain. It doesn't stick too badly. It won't stick to my hands too badly. If you do press it hard on the table, sometimes it sticks to the table, so you gotta be careful about that. So to make the skull, I make a ball or a sphere, okay? It doesn't have to be pretty. And then I gently squish it between my palms so that I flatten it out a little bit. I don't actually make it into a three-dimensional shape. This is going to be more of a relief. This is three-dimensional. This is going to be relief where it sticks out just a little bit. So you can see how thick it is, about the thickness of my finger. Now it looks flat. It looks flat. So now I'm going to try to make it into the shape of a face. So like having some kind of jawline. And the way I do that is I kind of pinch in the sides and then I flatten it out again. And I pinch it in a little bit, flatten it out until I have kind of that skull head shape. Still keeping it about that thick. Okay. And then of course for the eyes, all you need to do, I use my index fingers and I just push in for the cavities where the eyes go. For the nose, you could do that as well. Just pinch that in a little bit if you like. And then the rest is just adding on clay or drawing on it. Some people like to put in some like cheek and bone structure. You could do that by just kind of indenting the clay a little bit right here. If you like that look. Then I'm going to add some other things. So I'm going to go in and start to color or draw a flower around the eyes. And so I use a Sharpie marker, but it's really hard to make lines on here because it drags the clay. So what I end up doing is just making a dotted line, because it'll just drag the clay and funny things happen to it. Now if you do re-squish your clay at this point, it'll be the white mixed with the red, which will be pink. So if you want your color to be, if you want your clay to be a different color, you just use white and add a little bit of Sharpie and then keep mixing it together. It's easier to use the very tip of the marker, and this is where it's going to overlap a little bit. And when this is dry, I can go back over it when it's hardened. It takes about a day or so for it to harden. But if you like that dotted look, you can just leave it too. There. So those are my eyes. You could do whatever kind of design you want in the eyes. A lot of times you'll see these kind of spirally designs or hearts. I'm actually going to show you how to do the nose and the mouth next, though, before I do the designs. So the way I do that is, do you see how the nose is an upside down heart? Let me see. There it is. So an upside down heart. And again, it's a dotted line. And I can maybe exaggerate it a little bit more. There we go. And the mouth, you could do it how you like. Some people just make a line, and then all it is a line and then curved lines for some teeth. I'm not going to be able to get as many teeth in here because it's not nearly as big. Okay. Maybe it has a missing tooth. That'd be fun. Then, so I have kind of my basics here. Now I'm ready for decorating, and that's where I can add in some of these other colors of clay. So I like to make a coil, and I use that as like kind of a vine going around. So, and it can be symmetrical or not. That's up to you. Do that maybe. Another fun thing to do is you take one color and roll it out. Take another color, roll that out, and then you stick them together, and then you can twist it like a candy cane. And you can even pull it so it gets longer and longer and longer. A little bit of this goes a long way. So I can just keep twisting and turning. And I don't know, maybe make a little flower I can put. That, I guess this is my flower right there. There. Then maybe some vines or designs or other flowers. Or leaves, things from nature. And then you can make those into shapes if you like. There we go. Now for the eyes, I don't know what I'm going to do with the eyes. I could just do that. I could even use some model magic to make the eyes too. Maybe I'll just do that. Maybe I can decorate a little bit in my flowers. Have fun with it. I do try to make it symmetrical for the most part, the same on both sides. Like the eyes are the same on both sides, the nose. It has linear symmetry going right down the middle. So it's mostly the same on both sides. Have fun.